These look like some expert notes, and I've read more than enough of them today. The pockets are empty. For some reason, most of Bateman's clothes are lying on the bed. I'll get some light on it. This is most likely Bateman's late wife. Koponen said her name, Beatrice? The tulips are totally dried. They must have been here for at least 2 or 3 weeks. The woman in the photo probably liked them. The cabinet is closed by a strange mechanism. Bateman probably used it to hide important things. I wonder if he left something in it. There's nothing in the coat. The painting has shifted a bit. Someone probably searched for something behind it. The painting has shifted a bit. Someone probably searched for something behind it. There's Professor Schneider sitting in the lobby, so I can't use the door. Wow, something clicked inside. I think it may be open now. Beatrice. Bateman obviously hasn't come to terms with the loss of his wife. Bateman evidently thought that the manuscript contains the key to a ritual he could use to bring his deceased wife back to life. It's no wonder he didn't want to sell it and fell out with Jacek when he simply took it and sold it. Those symbols, the way he was killed. There's an evident connection with the murders committed by Jacek. Could he have found something in the manuscript too? Bateman might do that because of his wife, but Jacek? Why did Jacek commit murder according to the manuscript? Did he find out what Bateman had read in it? But what's his motivation? Money? Well, at least now I know what those symbols were that were cut into the victims. No, I feel there's still something important here. I don't think that would be of any use. It looks even more spooky in the candlelight. No one sane would have this in the room. I won't blow them out just yet. I need them to give me some light, and the lighter isn't exactly practical for that. It looks even more spooky in the candlelight. No one sane would have this in the room. I have to look there. It seems all the clues lead there. I've searched both rooms, learned some things, but I still don't have any idea where Jacek could be now. So there's only one place left here where I've not yet been, and everything hangs on it. The crypt. This key doesn't look like those used in the hotel. I've returned the crane to its original position. The less tracks I leave, the better. It would be madness to drive back to the monastery and try to get into some crypt there in the middle of the night and in such weather. I should wait till morning. I can barely stay on my feet. I'll lock the door, and then I'm getting some sleep at last. Who's there? Jacek?
You think he has come directly to you? It won't be that easy.
You?
It's quite nice here, isn't it? The woods, the lakes.
What are you?
Is it necessary to waste our time with that? Don't you know already?
You're the angel of death.
I am what I am. They call me many names, including that one.
So, everything Max said, what he eventually stopped believing in, really happened? But why Kira? What have you done to her?
Kiera is dead. She never worked for the FBI. They rejected her, and that killed her. Slowly, gradually.
You're lying. She wrote to me about how well she was doing there. She joined them soon after we returned from Asia.
Your shared dream. You will end up in Interpol, she in the FBI. But to want is sometimes not enough. Isn't it sad you haven't learned anything from those letters? Now it's too late.
She's really dead? So, the FBI invitation, plane tickets, reports...
Come on, of course it's all real. But you won't find her signature anywhere. She never spoke to anyone, and no one has ever seen her. She simply didn't play any role in that. And speaking of friends, a bold move placing that painting where anyone could see it. If it were not for Diego, you probably would have a big problem.
What do you want from me? Why have you come?
Do you recall what you told me last time? You doubted that the connection between Max and those murders had some realistic explanation.
And that's why you're here? To remind me of what I've said? Is this a dream? If so, it makes no sense.
I came to remind you that life is about decisions, about both small and crucial choices. I came to offer you the world as I see it, as Max saw it. You know it exists. Why do you fight it so much? When the most important decision in your life comes, I want you to just believe. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to start believing in destiny? In things beyond your comprehension? Beyond your power?
No, you're like a nightmare I want to wake from. Keep your supernatural crap.
Even after all you've seen and been through, isn't it time you stopped denying what's around you?
No, you're like a nightmare I want to wake from. Keep your supernatural crap.
Even after all you've seen and been through, isn't it time you stopped denying what's around you? Don't be so stubborn, Lara. You're bound by things beyond your understanding. Don't fight it. Yield to it.
Never. I have always relied on my reason and my abilities, not on faith. As long as I breathe, until my heart stops beating, I will look for him. I will fight.
You people. You don't realize it, but there is something amazing about you.
Skip that. What have you done with Max?
You have to catch the killer first. Then we'll see.
Then why don't you help me more? You know everything, don't you? Why don't you just do it yourself?
You have no idea how fragile are the cobwebs on which we are now walking. If I make one wrong move, if I say one word more, the damage I could cause would be beyond repair. No, Lara, this task is yours, and yours only.
I still don't understand. How is it I can see you? Max said that only those who...
are between life and death can see me. Whom I'm going to take with me, yes. But don't worry about that. You're really tired, aren't you? So tired. Even now, your eyes are closing.
Kira? Was it a dream? It had to be a dream. Well, it doesn't change anything about what I have to do today. I need to look inside that crypt.
Good morning, Miss Leroy.
Good morning. Are you waiting for someone?
Yeah. My pickup to the monastery was supposed to be here a half hour ago.
And what happened to that pickup of yours? Some problems?
Regrettably, I have no idea. They don't pick up the phone. They should have been here at 9 o'clock sharp, as every other day. And just now, when Yatsuk and Bateman left me so much work to do and the snow has come so early, I'm wasting my time because of those two lazy workers. Potstausend!
The weather seems nice today. Maybe you could walk there?
Is that some kind of joke? I'm no youngster. I need all my strength for the work in the monastery.
Maybe I could help you somehow.
How?
As you can see, I have my car here. I could take you there.
Nine. I can't accept it. You've already done too much for me.
But, Professor, it's really no problem, and if you would allow me to look around, it would be, in fact, beneficial for me.
Well, you are registered as an Argo consultant for the next few days, aren't you?
Exactly. It would be a business trip.
Good. I think it could be all right, Madame Leroy. Tell me when you're ready to set out, and I'll join you.
Great. The door is locked. It's probably too early. I don't need to go back to the room. Now I have to get inside the monastery crypt. So, Professor, we may go.
Good.
But the car isn't exactly new. Don't expect a comfy ride.
I may be old, but I'm not as fragile as you think. I can bear a bit of discomfort. Guten Tag.
Hello, Mr. Schneider.
Ule, I'd like to introduce Madame Leroy to you.
Leroy. I see.
You have to forgive him. He doesn't speak much English.
I don't mind. Nice to meet you, Ule.
She is a co-worker. How would I... She, Argo. Ule, Argo. Ule understand?
Yep.
Well, hopefully he understood. You know, it's a hard task to find quality work here.
It's really hard work here. Nights alone. I really don't begrudge him that.
Oh, well, he's well paid for it, so what? If you need anything, I will be over here by the trailer.
Thanks.
And again, just to be sure, be careful there, bitteschön. There are many places that could collapse at any moment.
The cabin looks even more Spartan in the daylight. The watchman must be very frugal. Luckily, I can use a more normal way to get into the monastery today, and I don't need to do crazy things with the generator. The cabin is covered by a roof made of corrugated iron. The guard probably doesn't get much sleep in there when it rains. I don't get what that scaffolding's doing there. It seems to me that the ruin is beyond repair. It's hard to believe I can freely enter now, only a few hours after I was climbing over the walls like a thief. If he really needs to fasten the brace rods, then I doubt he could do it using the tape. He could use some real tools. Mr. Ule? Ule?
Yep.
How do you do?
What you want?
Last night.
Night,
when you sent me away.
I see. Night. Me didn't know you from Argo.
Could we forget about that? Nothing has happened, right?
Yep. You need me here.
Thanks. Do you need some help? That tape probably isn't really ideal for that.
Yep. Me don't have sticks.
Nails?
Yep. Nails. And a hammer. That's why the tape.
All right, maybe I can find something you could use.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe I can freely enter now, only... There's nothing interesting here. I don't see anything else here that could be useful.
Ein Moment.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I can't let you into the back part. It's dangerous there.
I just wanted to peep in.
No, you can't even peep in. I'm sorry. There's a cave-in in there, lots of debris, some walls and statues. Everything's unstable. I don't want you to get hurt or to destroy something precious. There are very rare religious statues there, and I should hate to lose them in another cave-in.
Even from here, I couldn't miss those statues. What's so interesting about them?
Well, they probably seem to you like ordinary statues of some angels, but appearances are deceptive. In my opinion, they're almost 1,000 years old. But no European culture of that epoch made such statues. In addition, those statues represent a certain entity in a very special way.
What entity?
To better understand it, you should know that the order residing here probably didn't belong to any of the known Christian orders. Even their cross is shaped differently.
Who did they worship?
An entity present in most civilizations, at least in some form. The angel of death.
I see. I suspected as much.
Really? I must admit it took me a bit more than a glance from far away to come to that. When I arrived, it was almost impossible to recognize anything in the burnt monastery. Its destruction was so complete, it almost seemed intentional.
Maybe, if Schneider knew what I know. I saw that a large piece of land has collapsed back there. Were there extensive cellars here?
The cellars here are vast, Madame Leroy, really vast. That's exactly why I don't want you to go anywhere else other than this courtyard. We haven't discovered all the underground passages yet. The ground here is full of tunnels like der Emmentaler. Bateman says only this courtyard is safe. There are no underground passages under it. But anywhere else, the ground may cave in.
The Angel of Death. From which culture do these particular statues originate?
Now I don't understand you.
I just wanted to know if those statues represent the Archangel Gabriel or Michael. It's not Anubis. I would know it even from such a distance, same as Samael or Azrael.
Oh, I see you're quite well versed on the subject.
Let's say I've encountered it already.
Oh, but that's a remarkable coincidence. The interesting thing about this monastery is that there are representations of the Angel of Death from a plethora of world religions. One fresco I've managed to restore, for example, depicts Sariel, or Azrael, if you wish. I've also found a part of a statue depicting Anubis, at least I think so. And I'm working on an embossment depicting someone giving a coin to Charon.
And all this is from this monastery?
Sicher. And now comes the best. All of these artworks are at least 500 years old. Some parts of them even several thousand years old.
It sounds...
incredible, yes. If not for that stupid earthquake in San Francisco, I would surely have another 10 colleagues I've been asking for almost a month. But, regrettably, Argo is in utter chaos now.
What a shame. To discover a monastery devoted to the Angel of Death is fascinating.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, not to disregard the people of San Francisco, but this is incomparably more important. Don't they see it at Argo?
May I at least look at those statues in the back of the yard? Such things really fascinate me.
Well, it's very dangerous around the crypt.
Believe me, it's not my first time in such places. I'll be very careful.
All right, all right. But don't go near the crypt. We've taken something from it and has been quite unstable since then.
Of course.
If you wish to take some photographs, don't photograph anything from the surrounding area. Only those statues for your personal use, all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. But remember, those photos may not appear anywhere, or else Argo will sue you.
They are trying to restore that building. Regrettably, they closed it to the public because of that. The trailer is locked. They probably use it for all the tasks which need a warm, light, and quiet place. I'd have hated to be inside when that fire raged here. I'd better not go there. It looks very dangerous. Schneider's probably quite mad that the window was left open. If he knew, he wouldn't have his medicine now without it. A statue of an angel, almost certainly a depiction of the angel of death. I'll try to put the flame closer to the ice. Damn, this won't work. I need a bigger flame. It's time to find out whether that trick with flames only works in films. So much for the lighter. The heat has obviously damaged it beyond repair. I've melted the ice, but it hasn't solved the whole problem. Great, the key fits there. The way into the crypt is open. No chance. I can't climb over that. And there's barbed wire up there. At last, the way into the crypt is open. At last, the way into the crypt is open.